Some structures exist, and when you look at them, the first question that comes to mind is, why is this here? On the edge of a cliff, on top of a mountain, or in the middle of the sea? No roads, no logic, yet the structure is still there. Today, I'll take you through places where humans challenge nature itself, structures built in the most impossible locations, and some of them are still keeping their secrets. Number 5. Imagine this. Giant pillars of rock, suspended between earth and sky, neither fully belonging to the world, nor to the heavens. In the 14th century, monks wanted to completely detach themselves from worldly life, silence, solitude. To be a little closer to God, they built monasteries on top of these impossible cliffs. There were no roads, no stairs. Stones, wood, even people, all were pulled up with ropes. There was no margin for error, because those who fell never came back. The stones, wooden materials, and food for the monasteries are pulled up meters into the air using rope nets. Sometimes even the monks themselves are carried upward inside these nets. Do you know when the ropes were replaced? According to the monks' belief, when God wills it. Today, only a few monasteries in Meteora are still active, but each one still stands as a silent proof of what humans are willing to risk for the sake of faith. Number 4. You are standing at 3,000 meters above sea level. Beneath you, valley that seems endless. In front of you, a temple clinging to the very edge of a cliff. This is Tiger's Nest, also known as Paro Taksang, one of the most sacred places in Bhutan, and not only because of its height, but because of the legends surrounding it. According to the legend, in the 8th century, the Buddhist monk Guru Padmasambhava flew to this place on the back of a tiger. He meditated in a cave here for days, and that is exactly why the monastery was built on the edge of the cliff. Even today, reaching Tiger's Nest requires hours of difficult climbing, narrow paths, steep slopes, and with every step you take, a deep void waiting below when you look down. But once you reach the top, the exhaustion disappears instantly. Because what stands before you is not just a monastery. It is faith, patience, and courage carved into the edge of a cliff. Number 3. Imagine this. In the morning, you walk here on foot. A stone path beneath you, land around you, people, life. But when evening comes, everything slowly begins to change. The sea returns, the water rises, the roads disappear, and Mont St. Michael suddenly turns into a completely isolated island. This place experiences some of the strongest tides in the world. The sea level can rise by several meters within just a few hours. In the Middle Ages, people even called these tides the running sea. Mont St. Michael was founded as a monastery in the 8th century. According to legend, the Archangel St. Michael appeared in a bishop's dream and demanded that a sacred structure be built here. For centuries, this place was not only a site of worship. With its powerful walls, it also became a fortress. During wars, it was never conquered, because nature itself provided the greatest defense. But Mont St. Michael has one rule that never changes: timing. If you arrive at the wrong moment, there is no way back. The tides rise extremely fast. The path you walked on just moments ago can be underwater within minutes. Even today, visitors are constantly warned, because this is not just a postcard perfect destination. It is a living miracle where nature, faith, and danger meet at the same point. Number 2. You are standing in front of a mountain, but this is not an ordinary mountain, because inside it, there are temples. No stones added from the outside, no mortar, no scaffolding. Everything was carved out of a single mass of rock. This is the Ellora Caves. About 1,500 years ago, craftsmen began carving the rock from the most difficult point possible, from the top down. And at the heart of this complex, there is a structure that stops the mind, the Kailasa Temple. This temple was born from a single piece of rock. Around 200,000 tons of stone were removed. Yet not a single construction plan remains, nor any record of who led this work. What makes Ellora unique was not just its engineering. Within the same mountain, Hindu, Buddhist, and Jain temples stand side by side. Different faiths, one mountain, one mastery. For centuries, this place became a home of silence, worship, and patience. And even today, only one question remains. Those who built this, what did they know? Number 1. Imagine stopping for a moment in the misty valleys of the Black Sea region. You look up, and there it is, Sumela Monastery, standing in the middle of a sheer cliff, as if it truly belongs there. The first question is always the same. Who built this here? Sumela Monastery is located in the Maka district of Trabzon, carved directly into a steep rock face about 1,200 meters above sea level. According to legend, its foundations were laid in the 4th century by 2 monks who came here after seeing the site in a dream. At that time, there were no proper roads and no safe ground. Stones were carried up with ropes, and the smallest mistake meant falling into the abyss below. Over the centuries, the monastery was expanded, its walls were covered with frescoes, and it turned into a hidden world carved into the rock. Defense, faith, and the desire to withdraw from the world all came together on this cliff. Even today, when you look at Sumela Monastery, it's hard to believe what you're seeing. Because this structure was not built against nature, but by challenging it and surviving as a piece of history. This was just the beginning. In the next video, there's an even more interesting topic. Subscribe so you don't miss it.